So welcome to the rainforest of Manoa. This is my new home, my new office here, deep in the rainforest of the one of the Hawaiian valleys here called Manoa Valley. Super excited to move my entire office and home. We're gonna go film in here today. As you can tell, you know, it's cool, it's breezy for Hawaii. It's right in the rainforest, the jungle. We got banana trees and avocado trees and papaya and mango. We got everything here. It's kind of cool. So we're gonna go film the Facebook Live. I'll go change, but I wanted to touch base with you outside before I get in the studio with the whole team to really kind of give you a reason why we're doing all this. You've probably seen me working really hard over the last year and a half on my investment company called Financial Reboot, right? Financial Reboot, we trade in the stock market. We trade options in the stock market. Last year we did 109% return for our clients. If one of you are watching, you know exactly what we're talking about. If you are excited about that, pay attention to the show, because we're going to talk about what we do and why we do it and how we get the returns we do and how you can become a client as well to get these types of returns. But really, if you know me for any stretch of time, you'll remember that I'm a big fan, of giving back. I run a charity organization here. I started a charity organization called Pay Aloha Forward. That's how I met the videographer who's behind the camera now. Thank you, Pavel. And Pay Aloha Forward is something that we do here in Hawaii. Every month we want to do a community service project to help someone in the community, a group of people, battered women, children at Shriners Hospital, the people that are at the hospice center, you know, dying. What can we do to make a difference in their lives? So we had an idea here at Financial Reboot, at my company, and that is, how can we make a bigger difference and do bigger things? So if you remember a couple months back, I lent money to someone in the Philippines. I'm a sucker when people need money and they ask me. Don't do it to me, because I told you that. Don't do it to me. But when someone, you know, messaged me saying, and they have the hardship story, you know, I'm a softie and I give in. So I gave this person a lot of money because they said that their father was in the hospital and they needed money for these tests and whatnot. So I gave a lot of money. So my first trip to the Philippines, I went to the Philippines because I wanted to get this money that I lent this person, because obviously they scammed me out of a lot of money and took advantage of my philanthropy actions. I don't like that. I didn't like that. So let me get my phone. So what I did is I flew to the Philippines, and I got there and I was pissed off and I was upset because I realized that that money could have helped a lot of people, and instead this person took all this money and kind of went shopping. Who knows, they bought a car with it. But so I went to the Philippines and I was pissed off and I was worried that people were going to take my money and rob me at knife point, right? But what I found when I got there was the people are some of the most kind, loving, generous / impoverished people in the world. It's obviously a third world country. And so my heart immediately melted once I saw the children in the province. And I came back and spoke to my business partner, Patrick. We'll see him in just a second in the studio. We talked about what can we do to make a big difference. And we said, well, we're doing something here in Hawaii. Why don't we do something in the Philippines? So we are actually flying out tomorrow. I'm flying out tomorrow. Patrick's gonna run the shop here and the team, but I'm flying out tomorrow to start laying the groundwork for a community center in the south side of the island of Cebu. So if any of you are from the Philippines, you know Cebu. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous island, big city, but down south in what they call the province is where there's a lot of very poor people that just don't have much. They're very happy, but they just don't have much. So I'm going down to meet the architect, the mayor of the local town. They call it the captain of the town. And I'm going to lay plans, to bring them my plans. We already have the land acquired, and we're going, if any of you know me, you know that I just don't have wild ideas and see if it works. I make stuff happen because I like to do things quick. When you get an idea, differentiates people from being successful or not. If you take an idea and you move with it quickly, chances are you'll have a much bigger chance of being successful. So we've got the ball rolling. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Pay Aloha Forward, which is our group here in Hawaii. We're going to make it a 501c3 for tax purposes, and we will be actively soliciting money from friends and family and people on crowdfunding sources, because what we want to do is we want to match funds. For myself and Patrick at Financial Reboot, we want to match funds because we want to create not just a community center, we want to create a killer, eco-friendly, sustainable, garden, the whole deal, but make it something that the entire province is proud of, that we could then cookie cutter to take to another province, and then another province, and then eventually you take it out to other countries. But it's going to be a place where we can instill entrepreneurism and learning center and daycare and sustainable living and educational endeavors and classroom setting, and just all these things that are so desperately needed out there. As you can tell, I'm a little excited. Now, pay attention to what I'm going to say. A lot of you are out there hustling to make money. I get it. I understand that. And you're not where you want to be. You want to make more money because you want to take the husband or the wife or kids a great education, whatever it is. I get that. Never forget to carve out, if you're religious, they call it tithing. The rest of us call it philanthropic or charity work. Carve out some time to do some things for others, and I guarantee you your income will explode. It's just a matter of time. It's the law of the universe, okay? So I'm going to go inside. I'm going to change my shirt. Can you pan around and kind of see the valley? It's kind of just beautiful up there. Here, deep in the Manoa Valley. And this is the new home of our Financial Reboot studio. So we're going to get inside and we're going to talk about the market. Obviously, we always talk about the stock market and what's going to happen. And so today's episode is going to be really cool because tomorrow I leave for the Philippines. So I want to get this show in and done, get it to you so you can see what we're playing, what's coming up, the profits you can make, and a special offer on our newest offering, our newest service offering for Financial Reboot that can take you where you are to where you want to be financially. It's like nothing that has ever been done on the internet that we know of, and we're going to knock it out of the park for you guys so you can really have the success that you've dreamed of in the stock market. And I'm excited. You'll see Patrick here in just a minute. He's excited about what we're doing for you guys, and it's just an amazing time. And let's go have some fun. What we'll do is we'll take a quick commercial break. I'll change shirts, and we'll go straight into the studio and go from our first segment. We'll see you in just a minute. So did you know that 1/3 of Americans don't have $500 saved up for emergency? That's crazy to me. This is crazy. What if you had a very successful company that averaged over 109% last year for our clients? What if you had a company like ours just give you our stock picks? On this next page, I want you to click the link below, and it's going to take you to our special offer of $7 for the first month. So you can get in, start making these trades yourself. Follow what we do. Test us out. Kick our tires. Click the link on this video. Let's see what's on the next page. We'll see you there. All right, Facebook, welcome. Samuel Levitz, Patrick Comer, Chief Investment, Grand Poobah, Guru. There's a couple of other adjectives we could throw in there. Mac Daddy.
Especially a month ago.
Sugar Papa. Patrick is in charge of the investment team here at our company, Financial Reboot. What does that mean? That means Patrick handles the entire team of research, finding out where the good stocks are, where you're going to be putting your money, where we're putting all of our corporate money and all of our client money. And basically, he's the one that's up at 2:30 in the morning, slaving for you so that you guys get the great picks. Now, Patrick, the reason I'm sweating is because I just ran in from the outside. We were just doing a quick little film because...
And that's quite a hill.
It's quite a hill. But cool. How do you like the new office space?
It's amazing.
Isn't it awesome?
It's amazing.
How do you guys like the new office space? It's pretty cool here, huh? This is the rainforest.
It's amazing.
And what I like about it is it's nice and cool. We set up a big film studio here. This is at least 4 times as big as our previous studio. Yeah. So look for big, cool enhancements to our video capabilities here at some juncture. That'll be really fun. But I just mentioned to everybody outside quickly that it was just a few months ago, maybe 3 months ago, that you and I had a quick chat about, hey man, we could really make a difference
Absolutely.
in the Philippines. I mean, with the group that I started called Pay Aloha Forward, which is a small community organization here in Hawaii that really just once a month we get together and do something really cool for the community. We make pillows for the hospice. We did a really cool outdoor movie night. Were you at that one, Pablo, by the way? The movie night at the Shriners Hospital. So we did a cool outdoor movie night. We set huge speakers up and big giant screen and had all the children from the hospital come, and we made dinner for them, and outdoor movie night for kids from Tonga and Samoa and Fiji and Marshall Islands and places that, you know, some of them have never seen a movie before even, and that was so cool. The point of the Pay Aloha Forward is to make a difference. Is to give people an experience really that they'll never forget. And so Patrick and I decided, hey, why don't we extend that? So what we're going to do is we're going to take Pay Aloha Forward, we're going to turn it into a 501c3, so you and everyone could take advantage of the tax benefits by donating money to the cause and take a tax write-off. And we're doing something really cool. We've got plans in place right now. In fact, I'm just now, right before I came into the studio, I'm texting with our contact on the ground in the Philippines about building a community center.
Yes.
We got the land already, ready to go, and it's about as hot as the Philippines now, as a matter of fact.
It is. It's getting kind of
It's getting kind of stuffy.
It is.
But we're really stoked about it. Tell them why we are stoked about a community center and what we're actually going to be doing.
Well, the big challenge, Samuel, was that we wanted to be able to solve multiple problems with one answer. And so we looked at it, and, you know, it was about solving an economic problem with the Depression there, educational problem, not available to enough people. If you don't educate people, then you can't solve the economic problems. And the personal development, you know, just for young mothers, young students, this doesn't matter. And so we were looking for one solution to address all these problems. Why not a community center?
Yeah. And, you know, we have cool ideas. Like, there's a reason why we are successful entrepreneurs. There's, you know, Patrick went to a very prestigious university. I went to a party school. What do we have in common? Well, we're both very successful entrepreneurs prior to starting Financial Reboot together. And so we feel that an aspect of this community center would be really cool to have your friends, my friends, our friends that are smart entrepreneurs like you donate books.
You bet.
Like Think and Grow Rich, books that actually can help mold a young mind to give them a little bit different slight view of reality and what's possible other than just the general education that the Filipino children might get. I think it's going to be super cool. We interviewed on the ground, I don't know if you know this, but our contact in the Philippines, her name is Lucy. She's amazing. Lucy, if you're watching, thank you for all you do.
Yes, thank you,
I'll
Lucy.
see you tomorrow, because I'm flying out to the Philippines tomorrow morning. So,
straight from here to the airport.
Boom, zing. So she actually went around the villages and started interviewing people. And she interviewed this one lady, single mom with 7 children. 7 children. So instantly we thought about our community center concept. And so we're hiring people to do a daycare at this community center so these people can actually work. I mean, this poor lady with 7 children, I don't know how you feel about it. However, her situation prevents her really from working. She's got 7 children. Yeah. She's got to.
That's 7 full-time jobs.
You know, right. And so I'm excited about what we're doing. So I'm pumped, man.
I am too.
Super pumped.
I am too. I think this is a fantastic venture.
So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a crowdfunding video on how everyone could get involved with that. If you want, look, we don't make any money, so even if it's going to be a 501c3, we're not taking admin fees or anything. 100% is going directly to the source. How do I know? Because I'm flying over there directly, meeting with the architects, the mayor, setting up the corporate account, so all the funds get to the people directly, so there's going to be no government baksheesh whatsoever. It's going directly to the people that need it. That's what I'm most excited about.
No heavy salaries for CEOs and things like that. This every dollar that comes in goes to the people.
Let's so cool. I'm excited. You excited about that? It's really cool. So the moral of this is, as you start making money, right? I mean, Patrick and I have been making money in the stock market for quite some time. If you are one of our clients, you know how we roll. We make you money. Do something good with it.
Absolutely.
Pay Aloha Forward with it, right? Pay Aloha Forward. Pass it along to people that might need it. You know, it almost sounds like we're preaching at this point. And, you know, maybe that's part of it. You want to experience happiness and success in your life, really define what it is for you. For Patrick and myself, one of the reasons we came together is because we both have a similar vision on philanthropic activities.
Yes.
And we are more fortunate than most, not only because we work our ass off, but I think a big part of it is because we give back. And I think it's a law of the universe that it just rewards those who help others.
The universe says the more you give, the more you get.
So I want to get right into, we're going to take a quick break, maybe a 20-second break, 10, 15-second break. Let me wipe the sweat from my brow, and let's get right into the market and what it means to you and how you can start making money in it this week, even today.
I know you're working hard today.
Working hard, man. Working hard. We'll be right back, guys. So did you know that 1/3 of Americans don't have $500 saved up for emergency? That's crazy to me. This is crazy. What if you had a very successful company that averaged over 109% last year for our clients? What if you had a company like ours just give you our stock picks? On this next page, I want you to click the link below, and it's going to take you to our special offer of $7 for the first month. So you can get in, start making these trades yourself. Follow what we do. Test us out. Kick our tires. Click the link on this video. Let's see what's on the next page. We'll see you there. Okay, welcome back. Samuel Levitz, President of Financial Reboot. Patrick Comer, Chief Investment Strategist with Financial Reboot. What does that mean? That means he's in charge of the entire team that does all the picks, all the research, all the plays that we have for all of our clients. Patrick is the one up at the crack of dawn researching this stuff for you, getting them out to our newsletter subscribers. In fact, we're going to talk about newsletter subscribers today, but before we do that, let's kind of talk about where this market has been. I mean, yesterday, Monday, it closed at an all-time high, I think, right?
Yep.
And coming into the day today, Tuesday morning, this is, kind of what to expect and where we feel things are going. So let's touch on that.
Well, we just came off that fight between 23 and 2400 on the S&P, and that went on for about 2.5 months, and we've talked about that, And it was really a big challenge for the market to get over that 2400 level. It took quite a while, 2.5 months. We're about 2 weeks, a week and a half into this fight over 2400. Already we're over 2450, which is kind of like a stepping stone all the way up the ladder. It's, the 2200 to 2250 to 2300. So it's going to be interesting how things play out at this point. Amazon just made a big purchase of Whole Foods.
Ooh, how about that? 13 million?
That
billion?
Billion, yeah. Billion.
Can you count to billion, by the way, 13 billion?
Bezos has a nice bank account.
He's got some cash in the fund.
And now they're calling him the king of grocers. But, I mean, there's a lot to that deal. But, one thing that deal did was it really ignited the FANG stocks. Your Apple, your Facebook, your Amazon, Netflix.
Google,
Google, of course, the big dog of all the big dogs. But, and that really gives the market a lot of strength because this whole bull market for the last 7-8 years has really been FANG stocks. I think CNBC report recently even said that I think it was 78% of the bull market has been based on the FANG stocks. So if they get moving, it's like back in the old days when your brick and mortar, your blue chips got moving, it pulled the whole market. Really, your FANG stocks are your blue chip stocks now. You have to time changes everything, and the market has changed with time. Our fathers traded GE and they did Caterpillar and Dow Components, and those were your FANG stocks. But it's a new world now.
Definitely.
And I think Amazon buying Whole Foods is a good sign of that. Whole Foods is a brick and mortar store. Amazon is really the face of future retail. Why not?
Well, do you see what they're doing? I mean, a lot of you that obviously have been watching us on Facebook since inception have probably watched all these Facebook videos. And there's a really cool Facebook video about the future of grocery. And that's where you have an app.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to do anything. You just put something in your cart, or you just grab something off the shelf and you walk away, and it automatically recognizes the item you take and just charges your card on file. So obviously Bezos is moving in that direction.
And he's Definitely a smart player. I think this is a good move for Amazon. I mean, retail naturally plays into groceries. I mean, it's just another section of
So
retail.
their question right now, I could feel you burning. In fact, I see a couple comments coming in right now. Is it a good buy right now, either Amazon or Whole Foods?
You have to subscribe to the newsletter.
Oh,
But I think right now at this level, I think if you're not already an owner of FANG stocks like an Amazon or a Facebook, maybe wait and see at this point, because we're at that 2450 point. Let's see, can it push over 2500, or is it going to just drop back to 24? Maybe lose 2400. But like we said, the FANG stocks are really the new days blue chips, and if these things are running at full speed, then the market is running at full speed. So, fear of missing out could be playing within your head. Fear of losing everything. Maybe I shouldn't be buying Google at $1,000. But there were people that said when Apple was $40, it was too expensive. That was $100 ago.
$100 ago, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's really something you should take a look at. But right now, I would say just kind of keep it on your radar.
What you want to talk about? Why don't we tell them kind of what we're looking at moving forward in this market?
If you're looking for some trading tips on this particular show, what we're really keeping an eye on right now is oil, and I'll tell you why. Oil's had a big pullback the last few sessions. Especially when a few days ago the United States released its report on its reserves, and the reserves, of course, grew. But we knew that, and we think at Financial, and we'll give you a tip right now and a little insight into how we think and how we find the best opportunities. Look, we've known for months that the United States has been up in production. We know that for months that the United States has been up in rigs. They are full into oil. It's Trump, right? I mean, Trump, coal, natural, any kind of fossil fuel. It's growth. He just wants growth. And despite these rises in the U.S. Effort, you've got OPEC and you've got Russia and you've got a lot of these other countries that are cutting back. So we think there's an opportunity, because we think that news of the rise in the surplus in the United States is actually countered by the other side with the OPEC cuts and things like that. So it's a knee-jerk reaction. So this sell down probably is a good buying opportunity to get in oil right now. And we're actually, if you're a newsletter subscriber right now, we're in a very, very good oil play right now.
That we're actually very excited about.
Yeah.
So look, we might as well tell them now, because we haven't plugged it yet. So we have two levels of service. One level of service is if you have $250,000 or more in your investment account or in savings or something, and you want us to be there for you every step of the way, and kind of, how should we say it so our attorney likes it? We can't say manage. Can we say... you get the idea.
Walk hand in hand.
Walk hand in hand. So you got to have $250,000 to work with myself, Patrick, and our entire team. Last year we did 109%.
109%
for our clients, which is pretty good. This year we're on track for another spectacular year, quite honestly.
Yeah.
And anyway, you could be a concierge client. Contact us here on Facebook at our phone number, whatever means it's easy to get a hold of us. We also have an entry level for a lot of people, which I think is my favorite service, because 95% of the people out there don't have $250,000 to hire a firm with our level of success. I mean, you just can't afford us normally. So we started what we call our newsletter service. And Pavel will put this up on screen now. It'll be a link to our newsletter service. I think it's newsletter.financialreboot.com. And what it is for $297 a month, gasp! For $300 a month. Actually, right now, you get it for $7.
Yeah, you can get the first month.
For your first month for $7. So you kick the tires, you feel it out, and you get trades sent right to your phone. Like, this is what we're buying, this is why, and we give it to you right to your cell phone. However, we do something different and better. Let me tell you about that real quick. What we decided to do is an all-day, every-day chat room webinar.
Yeah. Well, 5 days a week.
Market days. So market hours are from
9 o'clock in the morning Eastern to 4:15.
a little after 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Myself,
I know the Hawaii
Patrick,
time.
I know, right? Myself, Patrick, or one of our senior level team members will always be on this chat room to talk about the stocks we're getting into. This is a paid service. You can't do it for free, guys. Understand this. So you can get in the chat room, ask any questions. Hey,
bet.
what do you think about, Netflix going up or Tesla's doing this? We watch all the news. We can talk about all the trade. You watch us as we trade, so you can follow along and do it right there with us. So you are held hand by hand.
You bet.
So this is the extremely valuable level of service for those of you that don't have $250,000 to play within the market. This is how you build that quickly to get up to $250,000. I'm proud of it.
And I'm so excited about this, Samuel. I can't stress it enough, because the big problem for us with this was so many of the people that were coming onto the newsletter were fresh traders, never traded before, never had a brokerage account, didn't know what an option was. So there was and we don't, if you sign up for us, we don't just abandon you. We don't just tell you, no, go set up your account, and then when you're ready, we'll show you how to trade. It's real important to us for you to grow as a trader, and under our tutelage. So we're looking for a way that we could help these people on the spot. Right now we're using Facebook messaging. But now we'll be there during market hours, and we'll be talking about everything. If you've got a question, if you're a new trader with the service, we'll help you set up an account. We'll tell you how, we'll help you with that. We won't tell you how to answer questions, but you know what we're saying. It's personalized service. Plus, too, a lot of people look at us like we're just straight out options traders. But we see a lot of trades during the trading day. But with a $300,000 portfolio that we're managing, maybe 15, 20 of them, and what happens is you can't day trade these, right? You're just position trading like we do normally. But we come up with all kinds of ideas, and we'll share them in the room. If you're a day trader, if you're a swing trader, if you're a buy and hold trader, dividend trader, we are going to cover everything. Because you'd be amazed at the portfolios we manage, and Samuel can attest to this. Every portfolio has everything built into it, dividends, things like that.
So here's why we built this. We built it not only to solve the problem of people that have less than $250,000 to trade with, but we wanted to give you a chance. We wanted to give you the best chance to make real money in the stock market. And for $300 a month, I'm going to tell you, if you don't make that back in your first trade or first two trades, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Something's really wrong.
Yeah.
So don't look at the 200. Look, if you're thinking $297 is too much for you, the service is not for you. Okay? It's just not.
I agree.
And this service is for people that really want to succeed, really want to do more for themselves, and are willing to follow along to some of the masters that have made so much money in the stock market over the last 30 plus years, have clients that make lots of money in the stock market. We are one of the best in the world at what we do, and there's a reason for that. So you are going to want to be a part of this. So I want you to start getting excited now. We'll put it up on screen again here, Pavo. It's going to be newsletter.financialreboot.com. You could also text us at the number 760. What is the number? It'll be right here on screen. I never dial into it. I know, right? I never dial into it. So Pablo will put the number on the screen. It starts with 760 area code. And
it's definitely a 760.
It's definitely 760. I guess I need to call into the office more often. But you're going to text to the telephone number right here on screen, Pablo.
How many of you out there know your cell phone number?
I know, right? Text the word newsletter. Text the word newsletter, and you will get instant message, really cool technology on how you can get the information on that so you can make a decision on if you want to change your life for the better starting right now. And the answer is yes. So congratulations to you. Do you want to talk about, so we talked about the newsletter and the live chat.
You bet.
We talked about what we're doing moving forward.
Talk about what we're watching.
You're talking about, we'll just kind of wrap up on that thought. We're talking about oil and
and you see, these are the kind of things we do in the trading chat room. We talk about these things and we can get very deep into it. You can ask questions, but just going forward on the market, what you want to do is what we talked about the last time when we were in that channel between 23 and 2400. Just be very aware of the level you're at in that, because that's generally going to be your flag. as to which way the market's going to go. You know, if it gets above 24.50 and it holds there, it's a good chance it's going to push over 25. So going forward, that's what we're watching. So, and we really like oil.
Really like oil. So I'd like to take a quick break. I'll come back and wrap the episode. Patrick, thank you for your time, as always.
And thank all of you.
Yeah, you guys, listen, there's a reason why we put this company together. Because Patrick and I wanted to help as many people as possible. And I'll tell you right now, with our newsletter, being the structure that it is, with the new live chat and the webinar, daily live chat and webinar feature, I know no company that really does it on this level. None.
No.
That has the success that we have. I mean,
and it's personalized, and it's very, very, it's just, we're all a family. That's all, you know, that's the best way I can describe it, Samuel. We're a family.
Yep, because making money is fun, and it should be fun for you.
Bet it is.
So let's have some fun. I want to
Spending it.
I want to see you inside that webinar room saying, I just got my subscription. Thank you so much. I placed my first trade. I did 42% of my first trade thanks to Financial Reboot. I would love to see those, right?
Yeah, come join us. It's cold and lonely in Honolulu at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly. Although when you're making money in the stock market, you tend to be very popular. The temperature
tends to rise.
Yeah, and you tend to be very popular at 3 in the morning. Like, hey, guys. So, again, the link is newsletter.financialreboot.com. You can always connect with us on our Facebook page. Pavel will put the phone number, our beautiful 760 telephone number, whatever the rest of it is.
760.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've rattled it off. And I'll come back and do the wrap-up of the show. Patrick, thank you so much.
Samuel.
And I'm on my way to the Philippines to start this project, and I will see you guys when I get back.
Thank you all.
We'll be right back. So did you know that 1/3 of Americans don't have $500 saved up for emergency? That's crazy to me. This is crazy. What if you had a very successful company that averaged over 109% last year for our clients? What if you had a company like ours just give you our stock picks? On this next page, I want you to click the link below, and it's going to take you to our special offer of $7 for the first month. So you can get in, start making these trades yourself, follow what we do, test us out, kick our tires. Click the link on this video. Let's see what's on the next page. We'll see you there. Okay, welcome back, guys. Thank you for joining the show. As you can tell, both myself and Patrick are really excited about what's going on, because not only is the market doing what we want it to do, and we're structured and set up, and if you're a client, you understand because you're with us every day, all day, every day in our new chat room. But we've got this really cool thing going on in the Philippines, and how we plan on changing the lives of, 100+ households, plus other provinces that come and use this. I'm really excited. So be on the lookout. We're going to be working in conjunction with Pay Aloha Forward, which is going to be the 501c3 that I run here locally in Hawaii, and in conjunction with Financial Reboot. And we're looking forward to making big, big things happen out there. So it's just a blessing. So now, we talked about the market and what's happening in the market, where we think with this new Trump initiative and all the things that are happening with the economy. We talked about some plays that we're getting into. We're talking about what you might want to be looking at. And I hope you're excited, because there's big things happening. And really the question is, are you prepared to take advantage of them? And it doesn't matter if you've got $250,000, or it doesn't matter if you've got $1,000. Get in on the market. Get advice from the people that are making money. And remember, we did 109% for our clients last year alone, which is pretty good. When was the last time you made 109% in the stock market? And I want you to have this level of success. So what we built is this newsletter, right? This newsletter is something very special that we're really proud of. Patrick, or one of the senior members of the team, is going to be on that webinar, web room, chat room, every single day of the week, of the trading week. So you could see everything that we're researching. We could talk about issues that are relevant in the news, that are going to affect the stock positions that you are paying attention to, that we are paying attention to, what we want to get into. You'll get access to our live trade, so you can actually get it right then and there and place a trade within 20 seconds. Within 20 seconds, you could be placing trades just like we do for our multi-million-dollar clients. Would that be cool? The answer is yes, of course. So I want you to pay close attention to this. So newsletter.financialreboot.com. Pavel is going to put it on the screen right now. And if you want to text us, I now know the phone number. I forgot my phone number. You can text the word newsletter to 760-254-0003. Again, text the word newsletter to 760-254-0003, and this really cool technology will send you the information directly to your cell phone. If you're on the train, if you're driving as a passenger, you're not driving, but you're a passenger in the car, feel free to do that, and you can check it right on your cell phone and get access to it in the next 3 minutes on your phone. I mean, we want you to be part of the family. Do you get this? Do you guys get this? We want you to be successful, because when you're successful, you're a little more spiritually freed up to do things that you want to do, to relieve the pressure of, God, I need to make money real quick, to how can I help? And that's what we're really proud of here at Financial Reboot with our joint venture work and our union with Pay Aloha Ford and the charity work. We're really excited for the way things are going. I hope you're excited too for what's about to happen to you as a client. Guys, my name is Samuel Levitz. I need to leave here and get on a plane in the next 20 minutes. So I will see you in probably 2-3 weeks when I get back, and we'll do the next episode of the show. If you have any questions in the meantime, you know how to contact us right here on our Facebook page. What do we say at the end of every show? Guys, in the meantime, whatever you do, however much money you're making or not making, or stressing out or relaxing or sipping a Mai Tai, please remember, whatever you do, go out there and make a difference. We'll see you soon.